because we have our awesome curators of Milano Design Film Festival. Yes, please clap for them. They came all the way from Italy to partner with us and support us with this first edition of Cairo, and also to create this cross-cultural relationship. So I'd like to first share my journey with Antonella and Silvia. She was my professor in Italia, and I came across Milano Design Film Festival, a new design film festival. I've never been to one like this, and I was very impressed and very inspired with a lot of different design fields and categories. So tell us more about how did you start your first edition? Did you start in 2013?
So first of all, I have to say thank you very much. It's a great pleasure and it's a great occasion to be here, honestly. And we are so proud. We are so proud because Film My Design is a sort of song of Milano Design Film Festival. Well, let's start to explain to you how we start. But it's a nice story. I had during the Biennale of Architecture in Venice in 2012. I had the occasion to watch a very interesting films produced by the BBC in the 1996 and restored by an American foundation, Design on Screen. I had the occasion to watch this incredible documentary about Carlos Scarpa. Yeah, amazing architect, as you know. And I have to say that I'm an architect and I'm a teacher too. And I spend half of my life to design, half of my life to teach. And as a teacher, it's always, you are always looking for a good instrument, no? to teach design. So immediately I realized that the film is the best practice to explain what does it mean to design. It's a strong communication. So immediately I say to me, okay, if my students would see this documentary, immediately, help a lot to understand more than read a book, more than probably to see an exhibition. So and I try to understand the world of the production of the architecture and design films. I come back to Milan and I immediately understand that nobody organized something like this. I immediately call this production, Design on Screen, American production, try to understand this world and asking to them help me to collect films to screen.
You didn't have any background in
Absolutely not. I'm an architect, I'm a teacher on design, on history of design and interior design. But I never, no. I always loved films. I present the project to the municipality of Milan. Immediately they believe in this format. And I had the occasion, in few weeks, to meet Sylvian. The occasion, and I was very lucky because she was the director-in-chief of the most important magazine of RCS Press in Milan. So I met Sylvia, and Sylvia said to me, wow, this is a strong idea because it's the communication of the future. So to communicate through video is so strong. So we decided in few weeks to start together. We launched together the first edition. in a cinema, in a screening room in the center of Milan, which is Zawya Cinema. It's the cinema like this. It's a reference cinema for cultural screenings. We started the first edition to present 24 films that came from all around the world. So 70% foreign films and 30% Italian films. Of course, thanks to Sylvia, we presented our first catalog, and she wrote again all the text, and she helped me a lot. And we launched this first edition. 5,000 people came, and that's it. But I think the most important thing is to say that probably we intercept the right language to communicate design. So, Sylvia, probably talking about communication.
I just wanted to ask, so what is the submission process, or how do you collect the films from the international market? How do people reach you?
Well, but starting, it was not easy, no? Because we started to contact all the productions company, all the distributors company. We started to contact film directors and so on. But today, we received, probably 1 or 2 films a day from all over the world. We are designing now, we are working now on the 7th edition. And after 7 years, we can say that many film directors contact us and produce for us,
So I just wanted to ask also, there are fees for the films to be showcased? Like when you approached production houses, you told them that you want to show this film at the Milano Design Film Festival. What's the
well, of course, there are the screening rights that you have to respect, and we work to respect it, and we want to pay, because this is a sort of way to push the production of films related to this topic.
Okay, so for example, if someone is interested to submit their film at the Milano Design Film Festival, you just go onto your website and
yeah, of
you
course.
have different ways, of course.
Of course. And
then you select.
Yes.
And then you select.
Yeah, we are 3 curators, me, Sylvia, and Porzia Bergamasco, and we are 3 curators to select films. But after you want, I can say that we launch an award.
Yeah, we can discuss it at the end, but because I was very impressed that how you expanded from 2013 till today. You have different categories. You have Milano Lab, you have workshops, you have online magazine. Can you please discuss this more?
Okay. Good afternoon to everybody too, and my pleasure to be here. Thank you. So, as Antonella said before, we understood in 2013 that the language, the media to communicate, to inform people was changing, and now we can say that it is changing. So it's not a process, but it's just reality. And so we decided it was important to start to use different media to communicate the video. And the first of all is the festival, but we also use a magazine, 7 Room, that is an inspired word, because the 7th art is the cinema.
Okay.
And the 7th room is also a theater, so that is the stories about the name, and is a magazine that promotes and selects information and news through video. And also the store where we sell and we give the opportunity to everybody to select a film and see at home, like Netflix or something like that. So we use different media to communicate and push the same language. And in fact, our slogan is something like learning by watching.
Okay.
That
Of course,
is,
this is very interesting.
yeah,
Important.
yeah, that is.
And there, you also have cinema nascosta.
Okay,
This is very interesting.
Eden,
I love
Eden
it.
Cinema is another project that we love it very much. And the idea is to continue to be present in the city during the year because the festival, of course, is annual. And for us was too much to wait 1 year before to meet again our audience. So we invented this idea that is to select some places that people normally can see because are close to the community or they are open source in particular event and to organize the cinema inside. So we transform a private house, every place, a museum.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting that people can go from one place to another and it's hidden and they are not expected to go.
No, and
You don't
nobody
know
knows
anything,
nothing because we invite them, we say a date, they confirm to participate. We give to the audience a dress code that is just a signal of what they are
going to see and see what is the ambience of the place.
Exactly. We give a place for the appointment. Some hostess can take them to the real place. So until the end, until half an hour before we start, nobody knows the typical the event they are going to see. And we try to combine the location with the film, so to find something that, in a way, can give the opportunity to understand better the place where we are.
Just imagine we're doing something like this here in Cairo, in this area, the Cairo downtown. Be amazing if something is happening. I can imagine it coming forward.
See, it is also a way for people to understand about their city.
The city and the culture
And the
and the
city and the
neighborhood
culture and the
everything.
stories and so. And this is a way also to stay together. Is quite a simple, amazing evening, and you have a film. You have the introduction for somebody, the filmmaker or the owner of the place or something like that.
Okay, so tell us, how did you start this MDFF World Tour, and why did you want to start something like this? And when? Which year?
Well, from the first edition, we became an internal platform because naturally we was contacted from institutions, Italian Cultural Institute, museums, universities from all over the world. And so the idea was to start just, some relations with these institutions and to be present in different countries. And this is an amazing thing for us because we enrich every year our place where we go. Of course, sometimes this is the case. We do a relation with the local partners that host you. But the aim of this itinerance events is to exchange program, and this is one of the most important things for us. So
Yeah.
when
No, sorry, I want just to say another thing. And as you know, Milano and design is like a brand. We are really ambassador. Or yes, I know that our Italian culture director doesn't like the word, but it's true. But we are not ambassador in specific, but just the festival. The idea is to promote our way of living, our way of selecting the culture of living, architecture and design. Because Milano Design Film Festival is a collector of film. We selected film. We just started to produce some small documentaries, but right now we are selectors. But there is also a way to say this is good, this is not. Of course, it's our opinion. but travel a lot. Now it's more clear for me to what does it mean, Italian lifestyle, Italian taste, because we really have a way to understand where a good product, good project exists or not. And that is probably another point that is important in our world tour. So it's a bridge. We wanted to exchange, so we wanted to bring on our Milanese platform example for everywhere, and this is the best way because we can meet people, see, talk with other people, and understand exactly what's happened, and see the reality. And so that is the best way to introduce new talents in Italy. We started in the 2014 in Paris, and then we went in Beijing, in China.
So what were the audience reaction? Because it's the first time design films and cross culture. So usually people are not really, they don't really understand what is design films or what is design film documentaries. How were the audience reaction to such a festival? Where did you have like?
So maybe we have to reflect one moment. What does it mean design today? Okay, design in the past was a particularly things, industrial product with particular content, particular meaning, beauty, function, and serial. So the idea was to promote a best quality of life and to spread to everybody through product that has these three qualities. Now the situation is completely changed because design, like a lot of critics say, is an attitude. So it's something completely different. What we really need at the moment, we need another chair, we need another table. Of course, we can improve and get and make better with new materials, and that is go on. But design, as we see in some documentaries we selected for you, wanted also to be a way to project our future, our life, our society, to help in different fields, like humanitarian problems,
Like
social problems,
yes.
exactly. So it's something different. So it's not easy to say how we select the design film.
So if there's no specific like system you follow, you just see the film, you see it's appropriate, or you see that there is some meaning towards the film itself.
Sometimes the content, you find films and documentaries that reflect the contemporary issues. So it's a natural, no? It's a natural choice sometimes.
Do you focus on the direction, the director, or the quality of
Well,
the
it
film?
depends. It depends. Of course, twice, no?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Now for us it's very important. Of course, there are always the contents,
Yeah.
but now we understand better the language, So the expression, the film director's style and way to film. And now we grow also in this topic, and so there is something in between, and is design also to film in a way, and so during our edition in Milan, normally we present about 70, 80 documentaries.
In 4 days?
In 4 days, and in
It's
4
very
days
intense.
you have screenings, you have talks, workshops, and it's full days for.
It's very tiring, but it's worth it.
Yeah, of course.
And there is also another thing that I would like to say, also because I can help you.
Yeah.
You know, you launched this first edition of Film I Design, but it's important in a moment where the people watch film through an iPad because you know with Netflix,
Yes.
of course. In this moment, to be here in a screening rooms, all together, sharing emotions, sharing pathos, okay, is very important. And to create days where people can meet each other to understand what does it mean design. Also, if you are not designer, because I think it's very what we see is from the first edition. Now people that comes from all backgrounds, no.
But mixed backgrounds as well. Some of them are.
So to be physically here is very important because the atmosphere that you can find in a film festival is amazing. Is amazing.
Of course, you have different perspectives
And also, of course, to watch films through a big screen is also another important thing, no? And
So tell us the latest update you have, which is amazing, the Architecture Film Award you have for the next edition.
Yeah, the last edition we launched an international award, a film festival, film architecture award, and the prize are two. One is for big production of documentaries related to architecture, to different scale of the project, from project design to issues related to the city.
Decorations as well? Or
Of course. And the second prize is probably for professionals, architecture studio or design studio that want to use this language to express, to explain their design process. And this is something that
Yes, of course, this is what's happening right now.
Exactly this, because it's a strong. We would like to be helpful in this.
But don't you think that the films that are in the second award are a bit lower of a quality? Because not every...
it's not important.
It's not important,
the
or
most
the direction.
Of course, it's not important. The most important thing is to push it and because it's the best way to start and to do a storytelling about their work. And that's why we would like to help through a prize of money, you know, to support. So we are here also to invite all the design studio filmmakers to participate and to do the applications. We're waiting for film until the end of June.
So you have time. You have time to apply. That's really good news for all architects, designers, and filmmakers out there.
And there is a website, architecturefilmaward.com. You can do the application there.
You can find it in Milano Design Film Festival.
And
website
no, there is.
You can find it, and there's another website.
Exactly.
Okay. So we came to an end to this panel discussion, but before we finish, we would like to just briefly say what films we're showcasing under MDFF. We have Design That Heals, Silu 468. What else do we have? Giorgetti, yes, and Hands on Crafts.
Yeah, well, we don't love to speak about the film before the screening. I think you have all the information related. You have the synopsis and all. Of course, we are here for the same reason of you. So, and well, would you like to say something? No, 4 different examples of how you can make a documentary about topics of design and architecture. Really different, because Giorgetti's stories, it's about a brand, and it's about the story of an Italian brand, how it started, and the route where they start for. And Hands On is a contemporary reflection from a designer Christophe Pillet is French, but he lives in Italy. He lives in French, in Spanish, a lot of places, and he's related to handcraft, and how it's important to back to the hand works. So that is another problem in contemporary design topics. What is better, industrial product, or is more attractive and handmade product? So it's something that there is not a real replay. It's not easy to say this is better and this is not. But in the globalization period we are living in, some products are without eyes and soul, and you don't feel it in any way.
No
and also some fantastic professionalities and making and transforming material are quite dead. So
this is exactly what's happening here.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to push everything to.
And
to
a lot
surface.
of designers around the world decided to start to promote handcraft and working in between. So that is. The other one is design that heals.
Yeah.
Is exactly design as an attitude.
Yes.
How architects and designers can help community in difficulties. And in this case, it's very clear what they did. And otherwise, silos is another topic, because it's about industrial archaeology.
With the city or
The
the
silos,
with the-
yes,
yeah,
it was abandoned.
Yes.
So how to transform a part of the city that is completely horrible, awful, and disturb the harmony of a place, and how you can give another opportunity and transform it in something beautiful that all the community can appreciate. And also here, design help to find a nice solution.
And make people interact in a different atmosphere. It's just different.
Exactly.
With also he's playing around with the sun. I just don't want to ruin the film. You just have to watch it.
Yeah, no, you see in the 2 days. So
in the 2 days.
So a brand, so design, what can design do with a brand, so a company and an industrial design related to arts and craft, design for people, for
humanity,
for humanity, and design for the city.
Yes.
This is
the four different
different films
categories.
we selected for this edition.
And that's it. Thank you very much for listening to us. And
Thank you.
we're going to have the first screening for today is Patterns from the Sun in 20 minutes. If you guys didn't buy your tickets yet, please, it's outside of the ticket office.